Today we have a very exciting Clash of Clans battle for you. The brand new troop, the Electro Dragon versus the regular dragon. We are starting off with a mass Electro Dragon attack. Then we will go on to the dragon and see who wins. Just a couple of stats for you guys. The regular dragon has 3,600 HP with 310 DPS and a troop housing space of 20, whereas the E-Drag has 4,200 HP, 300 DPS, but that chain lightning, and 30 housing space. If you haven't already, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel. You know that we do have the Silver Pecker giveaway at the end of the month, and make sure to hit the notification bell. We do have the random gift card giveaways in videos as well. So let's get in here with the Electro Dragons. You guys know I like to use them to funnel initially, then I'm going to basically push in towards the town hall here. Going to let this Electro Drag do a little bit more work, then let's get the King, Queen and Grand Warden in here. Try and bring a bit of a kill squad, and I am going to basically bring the same spells and troop composition for all of my different attacks, whether that be the Electro Drag or the Dragon CC troops coming out. And I do have an Electro Dragon in the CC there, which is doing work onto the CC troops themselves. Let's get that Grand Warden's ability to try and protect that Electro Dragon through that last little bit, help the King with the Barbarians. This is going quite nicely, guys. We do have the King who's created a huge funnel. Queen about to take the Giga Tesla. If she could get a little bit further and take out the enemy Queen and possibly that air sweeper, then that would be absolutely fantastic. She's taken a lot of damage here from this archer tower. Just trying to hold on to that ability as much as I can. Had to then press it. Is she going to go down there? She has a slither of health. Going to take that air sweeper, which was massive. Now let's circle the Electro Dragons around the top, and you will see that chain lightning effect. Look at how effective it takes out buildings. All of my spells left, so let's bring the rage spells in as they come down towards this single target inferno. I am going to save a heal spell right here for the Queen as well, and that inferno. Down it goes. This is going great, guys. Let's get another rage spell in. We still have 3 left over, and look at how quick they take out buildings, sniping off the Eagle Artillery there with that chain lightning. This is looking good for the Electro Dragons. I'm not sure whether the dragons themselves will be able to keep up with this. We have so many left over. Can we even get a triple here, guys? We do have about 3 of them over the left-hand side here. The one from the single inferno does go down there. Oh, there's a lot to get through here with the Electro Dragons. 82% though. Let's get that final rage spell in. Oh, we actually have 2. I didn't realize that, guys. I thought we only had the 1. They need to get that single inferno, but there is a lot of health on both of these dragons. If they can get that single inferno down quick, let's get another rage spell in, then they might be in with a shot. Let's get that down quickly. If this can chain through onto that expo, I think it's gonna go down, guys, which is agonizingly close. There we go, 94% for the Electro Dragons. Let's do a mass dragon attack and see if they can take the victory. 94% 2-star for the Electro Dragons. That is going to be tough to beat. Had things have gone differently, we might have even got the 3 stars. Now I have to say, for the regular dragons, they do fall a little bit nicer into the army composition. Being only 20 housing space, we can fit 2 of them in the CC. They also fall a little bit nicer in terms of the regular housing space as well. They don't lose any slots. Would have been nice to get that Tesla out. I think what we're going to do is put another dragon just to help with that funnel. Make sure our heroes get in exactly where we want them to. Again, we want to try and take out the same sort of stuff that we did last time. King is going on a little bit of a goose chase here. Going to hopefully use that Grand Warden's ability on the dragon, but not quite what I wanted to. He was just out of range of the dragon, so I wasn't able to press that ability. Queen is hopefully going to get forward, take out the air defense and the air sweeper though. That's pretty much what we took out last time, so it looks like this is going to set up for a very similar setup to what happened in that first raid. Queen might actually get a little bit more than she did the first time, so this could go in the favor of the dragons. She might even snipe off that Queen if she's lucky. Is she going to get it, guys? Enemy queen does not step up, so there you go, she did not get it. But let's bring in them dragons. This looks pretty much the same as the other attack, so this is going to be a nice comparison. We've already got the 1-star, we have all of our spells for the dragons, taking a hit from the red air mine there, so I did put the heal spell in just to help initially. Now let's get another rage spell in. They need to get over this single inferno, get that down. The enemy queen goes down in a flash. Let's get another rage spell in. They're already up to the 2-star here, guys, but they do need to get 94%, which is pretty high of a percentage. I've pressed a rage spell to try and get that eagle artillery down nice and quickly, which they do. If they get the air sweeper here and the king, we might be in a little bit better of a chance, but they're going down quick. I'm really not sure where I want to use this rage spell. We have 3 dragons over to the left, so I kind of feel, oh, just as I popped it in, there was a black air bomb went off. That's where the dragons struggle. They just don't have as much HP of the Electro Dragons, and they can't chain forward, so they are taking the full blunt of every single defense, whereas the Electro Dragons were able to chain forward, take them defenses out before they even got in range of it. It was a valiant effort from the dragons. 76% 2-star, so the first match goes to the Electro Dragons. Let's move on to a different base layout. Can the dragons come back? Okay, we're going to change things very slightly here, guys, and attack first with the dragons. So I'm just trying to look at where we could come in with the siege machine in order to take out probably one of these air sweepers in the middle. They are positioned nicely because of the Electro Dragons being a pretty strong troop. You do have to consider the air sweepers, so I think what we're going to do is create a funnel kind of just at the top of the base here. The dragon going down pretty quick. I didn't think it was going to be in range of that air defense, but here we go with the heroes. That should be a big enough funnel, and hopefully we'll take the CC and air defense and the enemy queen here. If we are lucky, we might even be able to get rid of the air sweeper and hopefully the single target inferno. I was just about to press the Grand Warden's ability when all of the barbarians were in range, and unfortunately they did hit over that giant bomb, so not good there. Queen might still be able to do some work here. She's just about to take out that single inferno. Do not want to press her ability. Fortunately, she gets through that. What a kill squad this is. Queen going to take out the Giga Tesla here as well. I'd far rather she move across though and take out that air sweeper than anything else. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, so we are going to have to try and bring the dragons in, probably from this area here. So let's bring them right the way down, try and swoop right the way around the base if we can. So in with a rage spell. Looks like the queen is going to get that air defense over the back there and indeed take down the air sweeper, so we could have came from the other side. Not to worry, it is what it is, guys, and let's press on forward here. 36%, doing very well. 3 rage spells left. I'm trying to put the rage spells in to get over that single target inferno. They are getting caught up on something there. I'm not quite sure what that was, but they need to hurry up and get this down. This is a much better effort from the dragons. They've got the main defenses down here. Let's get another rage spell in. Try and push them to that final air defense. If they can get that down, they might be in with a bit more of a chance. There's plenty of them left. I didn't even see this huge pack at the bottom. Can the dragons pull off a very impressive 3-star attack? I'm actually going to use that rage spell to try and help get through this air defense, archer tower, and there is an expo there, but again, the black bombs are proving very deadly for the dragons. This is looking good, guys. There's still 3 archer towers to be fair and 2 Teslas. 73%. Them black air bombs are proving to be the right pain for the dragons. They're moving great through the base here though, and we still have 5 up. 30 seconds left. I spent too long yapping at the start. I hope that time doesn't become a factor here as the dragons move on. They are taking a lot of damage, 80%, so they're doing very well here. And it looks like they are going to beat what the Electro Dragons got in that first raid. One of them is going to go down to this Tesla, 84%. It's not going to be enough for the 3-star. We still have a full health dragon. 2 seconds left. It's just about to go down. So I think we can count that as a 85% 2-star for the dragons. Not quite as good as the Electro Dragons did in that first battle, but still a very high percentage. Is it enough to win this battle? 85% 2-star is the value to beat here for the Electro Dragons. If they win this one as well, guys, they will go ahead and win this entire little competition we're putting on between the Electro Dragon, the new troop, and the regular dragon, nearly taking out the air defense early on there with that chain lightning. Brilliant stuff. Is it going to get that gold storage? It just about does, which is going to help the funnel here for our king, queen, and grand warden as they come forward. Again, if the king can get down there and take out that air sweeper, it would be very helpful. The wall wrecker just didn't quite get through that middle compartment. Let's use the king's ability, try and make sure that single inferno doesn't lock onto it, and let's use the grand warden's ability to help all of our troops through here, hopefully get the enemy queen down. The single inferno, I'm trying to recall what we took down initially in that first attack. We definitely got the single inferno and that air defense, and then the queen went through and took the air sweeper, that's right. However, we did start our dragons at this point up at the top here, so that is exactly what we're going to do. Make sure to take care of that queen's ability, pressing it now to get through the Giga Tesla. I think she did get down that before in the regular dragon attack. Again, I'm trying to mimic the attacks as best I can. Did use a heal spell right up to this wizard tower, and let's just see, looks like they're going to get the Grand Warden in the middle there. Electro Dragons moving around the outside, so they're not quite going in towards that single target inferno. Let's get a rage spell in there to try and push them forward to that. Oh my word, they took that down no problem from across the map. That is what I'm saying, guys. The Electro Dragons can take out defenses without ever being in range of them. Look at this Grand Warden clutching that elixir storage as well. Didn't quite get it down. I feel like we're going to use a rage spell here because we still have 3 of them left, now only 2, and we need to hurry up these Electro Dragons. They only have a minute left. That might be the defining factor here, whether they get the 3-star or not, because of time. And again, I did kind of yap at the start as well, but I think it's looking good for the Electro Dragons. Look at how easily they can chain through them buildings. That was insane, guys. Absolutely crazy. Final rage spell coming in, and it just shows how quickly they get through these buildings once they're together like that. Just watch this chain lightning. As long as they're only 1 tile apart. Wow, that is insane. 81%. 86% because of the chain lightning, and there you go, guys, they clutch it. The Electro Dragons have won this challenge 2 battles to 0. Let me know in the comments if you thought that would happen, but that wraps it up for this one. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out.